Chào mừng đến với trường ngôn ngữ Pro. Hãy bắt đầu luyện nghe tiếng Anh trình độ trung học.
Finance. Finance. He works in finance. He works in finance. Majesty. Majesty. The king's majesty was undeniable. The king's majesty was undeniable. Mouth. Mouth. My mouth is dry after talking for hours. My mouth is dry after talking for hours. Release. Release. They will release the new movie next week. They will release the new movie next week. Survival. Survival. Survival in the desert is difficult. Survival in the desert is difficult. Immediate. Immediate. I need an immediate answer. I need an immediate answer. Shortly. Shortly. I'll call you shortly. I'll call you shortly. Broth. Broth. She made a delicious broth for dinner. She made a delicious broth for dinner. Resemble. Resemble. He resembles his father. He resembles his father. Noble. Noble. She comes from a noble family. She comes from a noble family. Jury. Jury. The jury found him not guilty. The jury found him not guilty. Significant. Significant. This is a significant discovery. This is a significant discovery. Giggle. Giggle. The children giggled at the joke. The children giggled at the joke. Animate. Animate. The director will animate the character. The director will animate the character. Molecule. Molecule. A molecule is the smallest unit of a chemical compound. A molecule is the smallest unit of a chemical compound. Quilt. Quilt. My grandmother made a beautiful quilt. My grandmother made a beautiful quilt. Independence. Independence. They fought for their independence. They fought for their independence. Reception. Reception. The wedding reception was lovely. The wedding reception was lovely. Tuna. Tuna. I had a tuna sandwich for lunch. I had a tuna sandwich for lunch. Classification. Classification. The classification of animals is a complex task. The classification of animals is a complex task. Prescription. Prescription. I need to fill my prescription today. I need to fill my prescription today. Prescribe. Prescribe. The doctor will prescribe antibiotics. The doctor will prescribe antibiotics. Magnetic. Magnetic. The magnetic field is strong here. The magnetic field is strong here. Barrier. Barrier. There is a language barrier between us. There is a language barrier between us. Harsh. Harsh. The weather is harsh in the winter. The weather is harsh in the winter. Drought. Drought. The drought lasted for months. The drought lasted for months. Customary. Customary. It's customary to tip the waiter. It's customary to tip the waiter. Core. Core. The core of the issue is trust. The core of the issue is trust. Alienate. Alienate. His behavior alienated his friends. His behavior alienated his friends. Plunge. Plunge. The stock market plunged today. The stock market plunged today. Robust. Robust. He has a robust immune system. He has a robust immune system. Spotlight. Spotlight. She is always in the spotlight. She is always in the spotlight. Installation. Installation. The installation of the new software took hours. The installation of the new software took hours. Sculpture. Sculpture. The museum has a new sculpture exhibit. The museum has a new sculpture exhibit. Miserable. Miserable. He felt miserable after the argument. He felt miserable after the argument. Peanut. Peanut. I have a peanut allergy. I have a peanut allergy. Restrict. Restrict. The government will restrict travel during the pandemic. The government will restrict travel during the pandemic. Bound. Bound. They are bound by a legal agreement. They are bound by a legal agreement. Career. Career. He is starting a new career in medicine. He is starting a new career in medicine. Tissue. Tissue. Tissue is needed for the experiment. Tissue is needed for the experiment. Lace. Lace. The dress was trimmed with lace. The dress was trimmed with lace. Luxury. Luxury. They lived in luxury during their vacation. They lived in luxury during their vacation. Infectious. Infectious. The disease is highly infectious. The disease is highly infectious. Expressive. Expressive. She has an expressive face. She has an expressive face. Organizer. Organizer. The event organizer did a great job. The event organizer did a great job. Recreation. Recreation. They enjoy recreation in the park. They enjoy recreation in the park. Beast. Beast. The lion is a fierce beast. The lion is a fierce beast. thrive, thrive. The company continues to thrive. The company continues to thrive. Definition. Definition. The dictionary provides the definition of each word. The dictionary provides the definition of each word. Admiral. Admiral. The admiral led the fleet into battle. The admiral led the fleet into battle. Railroad. Railroad. The railroad stretches across the country. The railroad stretches across the country. Bilateral. Bilateral. They signed a bilateral agreement. They signed a bilateral agreement. Bald. Bald. He is going bald early. He is going bald early. Flat. Flat. The tire is completely flat. The tire is completely flat. Outbreak. Outbreak. There's been an outbreak of the flu. There's been an outbreak of the flu. Intent. Intent. His intent was clear from the beginning. His intent was clear from the beginning. Worth. Worth. The painting is worth a fortune. The painting is worth a fortune. Quiver. Quiver. She felt a quiver of excitement. She felt a quiver of excitement. Dreadful. Dreadful. The weather was dreadful all week. The weather was dreadful all week. Insure. Insure. We need to ensure everyone's safety. We need to ensure everyone's safety. Declaration. Declaration. The declaration was signed yesterday. The declaration was signed yesterday. Manipulate. Manipulate. He knows how to manipulate people. He knows how to manipulate people. Instructor. Instructor. The instructor gave clear directions. The instructor gave clear directions. dissolve, dissolve. The salt will dissolve in water. The salt will dissolve in water. External, external. The external walls need repair. The external walls need repair. Birth, birth. Her birth was a special day. Her birth was a special day. Fears, fears. His fears were unfounded. His fears were unfounded. Mentor, mentor. She was my mentor in college. She was my mentor in college. Supposedly, supposedly. Supposedly, the meeting will happen tomorrow. Supposedly, the meeting will happen tomorrow. Personnel, personnel. The company is hiring more personnel. The company is hiring more personnel. Curriculum, curriculum. The school updated its curriculum. The school updated its curriculum. Clang, clang. The bells clanged loudly. The bells clanged loudly. Accumulate, accumulate. Over time, I accumulate knowledge. Over time, I accumulate knowledge. Torrent, torrent. A torrent of water rushed through the valley. A torrent of water rushed through the valley. Setting, setting. The sun set on the beautiful setting. The sun set on the beautiful setting. Harden, harden. The clay will harden as it dries. The clay will harden as it dries. Apply, apply. You can apply for the job online. You can apply for the job online. Perfume, perfume. Her perfume smells lovely. Her perfume smells lovely. Yogurt, yogurt. I eat yogurt for breakfast. I eat yogurt for breakfast. Announce. Announce. They will announce the winner soon. They will announce the winner soon. Chew. Chew. He likes to chew gum. He likes to chew gum. Bin. Bin. The bin is full of trash. The bin is full of trash. Heritage. Heritage. His heritage is important to him. His heritage is important to him. Repetition. Repetition. The repetition of the sound was annoying. The repetition of the sound was annoying. Vague. Vague. Her answer was too vague. Her answer was too vague. Presentation. Presentation. The presentation was well received. The presentation was well received. Sightseeing. Sightseeing. We went sightseeing in Paris. We went sightseeing in Paris. Acid. Acid. This liquid contains acid. This liquid contains acid. Medieval. Medieval. The castle has a medieval design. The castle has a medieval design. Truthful. Truthful. He is always truthful with his friends. He is always truthful with his friends. Cabin. Cabin. They rented a small cabin in the woods. They rented a small cabin in the woods. Alliance. Alliance. The two countries formed an alliance. The two countries formed an alliance. Directive. Directive. The general issued a new directive. The general issued a new directive. Delegate. Delegate. They will delegate tasks for the project. They will delegate tasks for the project. Effective. Effective. This method is more effective. This method is more effective. Flash. Flash. The camera's flash startled me. The camera's flash startled me. Marathon. Marathon. She completed the marathon in record time. She completed the marathon in record time. Escort. Escort. The police escort guided the convoy. The police escort guided the convoy. Swear. Swear. He had to swear an oath in court. He had to swear an oath in court. Disapprove. Disapprove. They disapprove of his decision. They disapprove of his decision.
Cảm ơn bạn đã nghiên cứu. Nếu bạn thích kênh của chúng tôi, hãy giúp chúng tôi đăng ký, để lại tin nhắn và chia sẻ. Hẹn gặp lại lần sau.